This is take 2 of riding my test route. Oh, it's a lovely day today. So I'm fucking mirrors out. Today I'm going to just go through my test route. I already recorded it once, but I forgot to sort out my microphone, so it's just a video of me doing my route. Right, I'm not going to pull into the test centre because there could be other people on the test. Just a little ride down this road. A bit of, there were roadworks when I did it. Those roadworks seem to have been completed. It has been 6 months. Yeah, so this is just my route. Every route is different. There could be variations of it. It's up to the examiner on the day. Normally we'd filter it up front, but it's your test, so you should try not to filter. Remember to give plenty of room to the vehicle in front. I'm just riding around on a 125 today, but I did my test on a Z650 Kawasaki. Yeah. It was a decent enough ride. Happy choice. So basically I ended up with 2 minors on my test, which I will try to go through with you. It was very wet. And there was far less traffic. I think it was about 9 o'clock in the morning. If on your test, just stay with traffic, don't try filtering, because traffic wastes time. You've only got 45 minutes on it. So if you can waste that much of that 45 minutes on just waiting in traffic, it's damn sight better for you, and don't get close to vehicles like I am doing. Make sure you use plenty of those mirrors. Shoulder checks, lifesavers. I went straight on here. It's a residential area, so just check all roads as you're going past them. Continuously check your mirrors. Oh god damn, there weren't this many potholes when I came down here. It's a mini roundabout. Don't go over the white area. That's an instant fail. Try not to go over the middle of the bump if you can help it. Try shoulder check, go round. Shoulder check, go round. It's little things, but it makes your ride easier, because if you go over the middle of this, it puts you off. It's so much easier for you just to do your lifesaver and go around it. Check your mirror before going back in. At the end of this road, I had to turn left. Keeping close to the curb, just to make sure that no overrider or cyclist can get in that gap. What will happen is your examiner will go into that gap, and that is a fail. I got told to turn right here, so shoulder check. Coming into the road, take it as far forward and then in. You don't want to swing it around, like you're going to lose control. You want to be nice and smooth. So front wheel by the adjacent to the line. Every time you get onto a new road, check the speed limit of it. If you've gone into a 20 zone, you'll stay at 20 throughout. Again, got told to turn left here. Just watch your speed on here. The higher speed cameras. If you'll get done for speeding, it is still points on your license. Even though you're under test, speeding is speeding. So obviously you'll fail your test for speeding, but you'll also get 3 points and a fine. At this point I was told to follow the signs for Denbydale, and it was the start of my independent ride. So I've seen a sign, it's Denbydale. I'm coming to the turning for Denbydale. You could stay in the left-hand lane, but I just wanted to make a bit of progress because I wanted to show you my route. But if you do stay behind those cars, because that's just a wasting time. Just keep an eye on your speed. It is a 30. It is a 30 for me anyway. There wasn't these roadworks here when I did my test.
One eternity later.
Let's go to a 40. If you can get to 40, if there's traffic in front of you that's not going 40, just stay behind them at whatever speed it is. But if you can get to 40, you'll get to 40. With the traffic lights, the temporary ones there, if you get them on your test and they're not changing as they stay red, just stay there. Yeah, at some point your examiner will say that they'd like you to proceed, and then you're not getting a fail. If you go through before he tells you otherwise, that is a fail. When on roundabouts, do your lifesaver. Check over that shoulder. Check where the danger is coming from. If you are turning to the left, if you're in the outside lane, look into your right shoulder. If you're on the inside lane, look over your left shoulder. So you've got that. You're looking where the danger's coming from, basically. As we'll demonstrate on this one, if I go onto the outside here and we'll go on the inside of the roundabout, straight over. Not ideal, should have been on that side, but I will now look on that side to see where the danger's from, and I'll get back into my lane. Still following the signs for Denbydale. It is still part of my independent ride. Didn't hit first then. When the kids start phoning you. Brilliant. Not a lot I can do about that. and at this point it was the end of my independent ride. There must have been quite a bit of traffic because it didn't seem like 10 minutes just then, but it did on the day. And then the examiner asked me to turn right just down here. You can actually use all this hatched area, so if you wanted to go over now you could do, but you do your shoulder checks, come over, take it in. Slow it down a bit. Again, there's no rush. You're adding your ride, not the examiner's. He's just telling you where to go. It's like a sat nav in your ear. It's gone up to national speed limit. Just ride to the conditions as well. It was very wet on my ride, which is probably why my independent ride was so much shorter. They've only got 45 minutes per test, so it's what they can get in, and they need to cover everything, which includes stopping, doing your 5 stops, your hill start, you're starting from behind a vehicle, you're getting up to speed. Obviously if it's a national speed limit road like this but it's wet, don't go speeding off. It's unsuitable, it's not safe for the conditions. Like when I did my test, this all was waterlogged, like all across here, and I went through this grate and got myself wet. I've missed it this time, but that was one of my minors, which I accept it. Yeah, I thought I'd actually failed there. I went through, but it was just a minor, which I couldn't actually see the grate because I was just rode in the middle of the road. It was wet, like really waterlogged. Not what you could do really. And then on here I was to take the second exit on this roundabout. It is a mini roundabout, which means no riding over it. Including the block paved area. Just because it's block paved, it doesn't make it any different from going over mini roundabout. Oh, it's a glorious day today. I would have loved to have done my test on a day like today. And then at the traffic lights it was turn right. No filtering, just stay in traffic. If I get stuck at the lights again, I get stuck at the lights, and that's even more wasted time. I did do this ride a week ago, but I forgot to turn the microphone on, so there was no commentary, which would have probably been a better video, to be honest. No one wants to hear my voice. Yeah, it was just a case of riding around here, keep moving the speed limits, just stick in the middle of the road, be seen, just follow traffic, just take it steady, no rush. Turning left here, do your mirror checks, make sure you always do your mirror checks. Observations are key to passing. I think I did I pulled up here, so I was doing one of my stops. And now we're into a 20 zone. Realistically, I could filter to the front here, but turning right. He's not indicating, so we don't know where he's going. Them cars are just coming too fast, aren't they? After this one. Speed bump. Still a 20-mile-an-hour zone. Oh, never noticed some lights before. We're moving slow, fast. Keep it within that 20. He's not keeping it in that 20, is he? Oh well, that's his problem. Check shoulders. Always do your mirror checks. And then I've got to turn here. This 30 sign is a little bit hidden. You only see it when you come around the corner. And it was a right turn here. It was quite wet, so I probably got away with this, but I was still going 20. I missed the 30 sign. So, but it was really wet still, so going 20 wasn't too much of an issue. and normally you stay onto your right side of the road, but or the left hand side. With those people then. Here. Indicated. Reject. Fucking bus. I knew this road was a 30 now because I used to work on here. So that was just a bit of local knowledge that helped me a little bit. So sometimes having your test in your local area does help. I think my other option was Rotherham to get my test done earlier, but I was happy to wait and have it local. They just all happen to be roads that I rode or driven on before. Remember to keep decent distance between you and the car in front. And then it was a right turn. Those lights took a fair bit of time. I had to wait in all this traffic, which we will not be doing. Just give this a miss because I cannot be arsed waiting. Again, no need to filter, just take it steady. Turn here. If you get separated from your examiner, they'll tell you to pull over somewhere where it's safe to do so. And then it was straight over here. Make sure you do your lifesavers. Indicate. Just one last stop. I'll do it because there's some bikes there. They look like they were on test. Well, this makes good practice anyway, because they will ask you to stop behind a vehicle. No indicators on. And then go back into the test centre. Again, I'll keep away from there. People on test, I would rather not allow somebody to fail. So yeah, that is my test route. So yeah, I got two minors. I got one minor which was for the grate in the road I drove over when it was wet, and the other one was going back into the test centre. There was a car coming out and a wagon parked up. I'm not really sure what I did actually. Maybe I went out too wide. Can't remember. They were a minor anyway. But end of the day, pass is a pass, and yeah, that's it. Now I've got my full license. But passing your test doesn't mean that you can ride, because every day is a learning day. People still make mistakes, just to learn from them. You can learn to filter instead of staying behind all the traffic. You can now carry pillions, you can go motorways, but no one shows you how to do that. You just get on and do it. So that's it. That's the end of my test. Thank you for watching.